Welcome back to another episode of the Married Life. Married Life.
Murray Married Life.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Terrence.
We talking about black demographics. We found this website. It's just got interesting facts about black people, I guess.
All people.
I mean, it tell you about everybody, but
yeah, but we
it's
really got on
focused
it.
on black people.
Yeah, that's why we got on it. And it's called blackpeopledemographics.com.
I thought it was just black demographics.
Black demographics?
Yeah.
Black demographics.
Yeah, it's just black demographics.
I said black people, didn't I? It could be black people, shoot. But it's blackdemographics.com. And I'm going to put that right at the bottom.
Okay.
All right, so what we talking about with the black demographic?
One of them was black small-owned black businesses. I was interested in that.
Yeah.
We picked. What else did we pick?
Well, there's a few on the
Well, yeah, we went through.
Yeah, and out of the topics that they have and the options to pick is like population, households, economic, education, culture, and geography, health, what we do, and resources.
Well, what we do is just telling you about them. Resources is just where they got the information. How did you find this?
I found it from Kevin Samuels.
Okay, Kevin Samuels. Because that's where he quote his stats from.
Yeah.
Or used to quote his stats from.
So some of the information, and because I was questioning was it true or not, so I said let me go check out the jump.
Right.
So yeah, that's where we got it. So once I got onto it, I was like, damn, it's a lot of information that I didn't know. All types of stuff, crime, money, but we'll get into it though.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah.
So the first one I checked out was black-owned business, small black-owned business, and it's 34.5 in the United States.
Now
34.5 small black-owned business. Most of them sole proprietor, partnership, like LLCs and stuff.
Okay.
One thing they did say about small black-owned business, because they sole proprietor or, partnerships, they don't employ a lot of employees. They don't employ a lot. So it's mostly just it's the sole proprietor running the business, or it's just the two partners. They don't employ a lot of the public.
I can see that.
Yeah, I understand it.
Because as you were saying that, I'm thinking about all the people I know that own businesses, and it's just them.
It's just them, right?
Yeah.
Now you got and another surprising fact about that: of the 34.5% small in the United States, small black-owned businesses, 38% of that is here in D.C. So that's a big chunk.
Say it again then?
Of the 34% throughout the United States, 38% of that is here in D.C. And those was like kind of recent stats. So I was like, oh, interesting. It's grown. And they said it has grown. So more small black businesses are hiring people, but it's just all other races with white people, employing the most.
Yeah.
And having the most small businesses or business period. They employ the most people, but so.
And I definitely can see that. And I was thinking that takes time to get to the point where you would hire employees, because
Right.
for one, just to start the business, that's a process, and
in itself.
yeah, and you gotta have that running a certain way.
Yeah.
Then you go to employees, and
Right.
the average business, I don't know about black or white over the race, but it doesn't last longer than the 3 years.
Right.
So you got to get to that point. And I'm pretty sure that the small businesses are booming more than it was in past history.
Yeah, it's rising.
Yeah, so you got to give it time.
Oh well, the black small owned businesses.
Yeah. So I think we got to give that thing time. Then we'll be in another category. We'll be in higher employees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I think
it's
it's
gonna
only
take some
going.
time.
It's definitely going to take time, and it's only going to. The number's only going to grow. Everybody's out to try to, with the way prices are and everything. Everybody out to try to, have a little hustle. And even if you don't make an LLC out of it, which everybody should get an LLC.
Yeah, LLC for sure.
Get in good standing with your LLC. I think that it's only going to grow because, everybody wants a little hustle, like I was saying. And, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go.
Yeah, and I think the times
Try.
have changed. Yeah, times are changing because me and my uncle Kevin were talking about how there's a little more options now. Like you don't have to do this. You can start your own business or whatever you want to get into. You can start there. Is more options now. One thing I don't know if I told you this before. So one day I'm chilling with our oldest son, and he told me, he said, "Man, if my father got his own business and my mother got her own business, I gotta have my own business." So they already thinking about that, but we wasn't thinking about that. We was thinking about who we gonna work for when we get out of school and stuff like that. So it's definitely changing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm proud of them about that.
Yeah.
And you said 34% out of the nation.
In the nation, there are 34% of small owned business are black, and most of them here. Well, I can't say most, but if you divide them at 50, most of them are here in DC.
Now, before you saw that online, would you have guessed that was the number?
Well,
34%?
34? No,
Yeah, me neither.
no,
That surprised me when you said that.
no. I don't even never. I always wonder, like, compare cities to DC in Maryland. I always compare other cities. Like, I wonder, do they have that kind of culture in their cities? From us talking to other people who live other places. I always wonder, but I never stop to think, about the percentage of small black-owned businesses.
Yeah. Well, I always think that our city is like a progressive city. When we travel, it probably sounds stupid when I say it, but you hear me say it all the time. They don't have a lot of Tesla stations around here, so that's my idea that it's progressing a little bit.
For black people?
No. Period. You know what I'm saying? In order for black people to progress, you got to be in a place where it's progressive. Like we can't just be in a country and there's a group of progressive black people and the country is not a progressive place. So because DC is a progressive place, that allows the black people in here to do a little more things. Because it used to be our city.
Right.
It used to be Chocolate City. So we ain't going nowhere.
Right.
All right, so according to black demographics, all right, so the life expectancy, and we're going to start from the 1900s to 2016. So we're going to do black men and black women, and then I'm going to say the white men and white women.
Okay.
All right, so in the 1900s,
Right.
black men, the life expectancy was 33 years old for a black man, and the woman is 33.5.
So they just say 1900s. They don't give you.
They said 1900, yeah.
That's it. Oh, okay. 33 for both of them.
Yeah. How was that possible? Does 33 years old? No old people? Or were they not recording it?
No, I'm just sure that more people died before 33 than lived. That's all that it means.
Damn, what was going on? But we are talking about and
like, you got to think, back then they was dying in childbirth.
Yeah,
still.
Yeah, and it's a big gap too, because the other ones is like 10-year increments, but this one is like a 1900 to 1950.
Okay.
So that's 50 years, anything,
right.
Could be going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the black man is 33, black woman 33 and a half. That's 1900 to 1950. The white man is 47.6, and the white woman 48.7.
Well, I would say, too, you had discrimination too that probably didn't account for a lot of the
you ain't
black people living long.
Yeah, we ain't gonna count them.
What?
Like
they're not getting health care. They're not getting taken care of. You think it's easy for them to get a doctor? They not. They probably was still pulling weeds out their backyard, boiling them, trying to fix stuff.
Yeah, then what I was thinking is a lot of them probably went in the books too.
What?
A lot of people, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, it had to be something going on because that is a hell of a difference, 48 and 33.
Right.
That's what's
That's
that?
a heavy swing. 15, almost 15 years.
Yeah, and living in the same place. Like what's going on?
Discrimination to me.
Yeah. So something's going on with that. All right. So that was the 1900s to 1950.
Right.
So in 1950, jumped up a little bit, started living a little longer. Well, now we at 61 for the black man. For the black woman, we at 63.
What year is this?
In 1950.
50.
So remember between 1900 and 1950, that's when they was at 32s and 30s, all that.
Okay.
So in 1950, then that's when we go up to 60 for the black man.
Wow, it doubled.
Yeah, I want to know. I'm gonna do my research to see what made us live a little longer during that time, or
Right.
was they keep a record more? All right, so the white man, he has 69.
Okay.
White woman 72.
And we at what? 60 what?
63.
Both of us? Black men and women?
Nah, now the women always live longer than men.
Yeah.
I always heard about
we
that,
stress
but
y'all out. What is it?
you stress us out.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, now for the
Put that press on that ass.
oh my goodness! All right, so for the black woman, it's 63.
63 and the men is what?
61.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's not a lot of stress. That's just a
You
little
still
bit
here
of
when you
stress.
ain't.
That's just a little bit of stress.
Ain't the number
Look at
not
all that
2 years.
stress that white lady putting on her husband.
Hold on, what's the white lady? What she put on her husband?
5 years.
Nah, she ain't 5 years. She only did 3. So that's 2 or 3. So that's not a lot. But y'all still, what y'all doing over there?
I don't know. I wonder what the factors in that.
Yeah.
Just like, the factors that made us jump from 30 to 60.
I know.
What's the factors in women living longer?
Yeah. And then now, from the 1950 to 2016, we go from 60, living to 60 years old, to 75. And that's what I've been hearing recently.
75, right, is the average,
yeah.
right.
So I've heard about it a long time. But 75 only started in 2010.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's like the knowledge or the knowing that we can do a little bit more to prevent our...
Right.
Does that help a little bit?
Does that help?
Yeah.
And you would think with, they're saying that, we sit around more and we don't exercise as much. We're always on our phones. Everything is so convenient. Mm-hmm. I wonder what it would look like in 20 more years. You know what I'm saying? So...
Do you think we will the numbers will go up or go down?
I don't know.
Like, what would you have to guess?
I was saying down.
Going down.
Just because
just all the stuff we got going
on.
Yeah,
just all our stuff. A little bit more pressure on us now.
Yeah.
Just like I was saying, the sitting around, everything is so convenient. Fast food is taking off. That's everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
It used to be cheap. It ain't cheap no more. But we don't even care.
We don't, because it's convenient.
Yeah.
It's fast food.
Fast food. Now, me and you joked. Well, we're going to talk about it. So, 2016, the highest person out of everybody, black, white, man, woman, 2016, 81.
The highest, that's the longest living?
Yes, life expectancy.
Who is it?
The white woman.
The white woman, 2016.
And you know who that is, though?
Karen.
God
bless her.
She refused to die. She's not going nowhere. She like, before I die, I need to see the manager.
Right.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm not going down there. Who's in charge down there?
Right.
Yeah, I need to see the people.
She making sure at the hospital her shit is taken care of.
Right. So no, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna pass until I know the facts.
Right. So that makes sure everything good.
Yeah, but that seemed about right. But 81?
81 is the longest living person, and that's a white woman.
Not
Caucasian.
the longest. Yes, they said the average.
Average lifespan of a Caucasian woman is 81.
81.
The average lifespan of a African American woman is
77.9.
77.9.
Mm-hmm.
And the black man and the white man are...
All right, so the black man is 74.8, and the white man is 78.5.
78. Dang, that's still 4 years off for the black man.
Yeah. Well, think about this is how I look at it. I'm trying to have a good time. Let's say a person lifespan. Let's say a person lived to be 60. I'd rather have 60 great years than 75.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Does that tell you anything about the diseases or anything?
Diseases.
No. Because we had talked about diseases,
Yeah,
you know.
Yep.
Touch of sugar.
Yeah.
But you know, I already
you
know.
said a what?
Touch of sugar.
What's a
Not
touch
everybody
of sugar?
got a touch of sugar.
What's a touch of sugar?
Diabetes.
So everybody got a touch of sugar.
A lot of people got a touch of sugar.
A touch of sugar.
You never heard that before?
Yeah, I heard that before. Oh, black people stuff. Everybody get a little touch of sugar.
They say I got a touch of sugar.
My sugar go up. Knowing the doctor didn't call it no sugar when you went up there. The doctor said my sugar high.
Sugar. That's what it is.
Doctor didn't say the sugar.
I bet you the doctor did say sugar going high.
Okay, all right.
Because you're going to be like, Doc, what does this mean? That means sugar high.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, so we gonna stay on life expectancy.
Okay, life. So the diseases is not under there.
Yeah, it was right underneath that.
Oh, okay.
So it was talking about the top 10 causes of death for Black Americans. Now it went from 1980. It only did two. 1980 and 2016.
Okay.
But as I look at the list, it's the same top 10.
Same 10.
It's just in different orders.
Fluctuate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like, golly, what's going on? Like, we ain't have no improvement? Because that's a long time.
Right.
And some of the top, let me give you the top. Then the top 3 stayed always.
Okay. Heart disease.
Now, how did you know that? Before?
They always talk about heart disease. Everybody's talking about heart disease. Heart attack, stroke. You know, heart disease is a big thing, and it's always talked about. They used to have this song on WTOP. It was a heart attack song. And, you know, I drew blood for a long time. You know, I always heard of heart disease. So.
Yeah, because I was looking them up. You was like, heart disease. You knew all the break.
Yeah, heart disease is number one killer for almost everybody.
Well, they got number 2 is cancer. It's been the same. There's no difference. And number 3 has been stroke or other diseases, but stroke.
I thought stroke was a heart disease, part of heart disease.
Yeah, they said stroke. Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe
it's something else. A blood clot could give you a stroke, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe.
But homicide has always been on there.
Homicide
has always been on there. Diabetes been on there.
Okay.
Liver disease.
Drinking. Oh, you know what? Drinking and drugs give you liver disease, hepatitis C from drugs, drinking, liver.
Okay. Now, one of them says chronic liver disease.
Okay.
Or chronic lower respiratory disease, lung. So the same thing.
Like
drinking.
Pneumonia. I would think that's more lung disease, like pneumonia. What's the other one? It's flu. Or part of that. I know pneumonia is definitely messes with your lungs.
Yeah, pneumonia was on here. Pneumonia's on influenza.
Oh, it's separate. It's separate.
Yeah, pneumonia and influenza.
It's separate from lung disease. Then I don't know. Maybe that's smoking.
Yeah. Kidney is on here.
Oh, maybe that is smoking. Like, you know, like COPD. All of that. Maybe that's the lung stuff.
Now, there's one thing you told me on here I didn't know. It was unintentional injuries.
Oh, like, you know, you fall, you hit your head. Or car accident.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, because those been on in the same ones all those years.
Homicide is on there?
Homicide is on there. Homicide is number 5 in 1980 and number 7 in 2016.
At least it dropped. At least it didn't go higher.
That joke is in the top 10 still. Lisa ain't in the top 5.
Right. Yeah, exactly. At least it's not in the top 5. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what? That just means we got to change our diet, which we've been talking about, changing our diet here lately. Exercising more.
Yeah.
You know, I saw something the other day that said, you get healthy, you're going to be the healthiest dead person everybody know. Like, you still going to pass away, but that still don't mean you rush it.
Yeah, no.
So,
we definitely could do something with it. And with this information, so we know what it was in 1980. We know it in 2016. It's the same thing. So we can do something about it.
Right.
Now, we don't know when we're going to pass away, but you can at least do something about it.
Don't hurt or help it.
Yeah,
so that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just be mindful.
Yeah, just be mindful.
And then you know what? The little time you are here, just be healthy and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, enjoy
you don't want to be
yourself.
sickly and be here.
Yeah, yes.
So be healthy and be here.
Life is for the living. Yeah, you gotta enjoy this thing. Yeah, so you're right about that. And the guy, I saw a video. It was a doctor. He said, if you smoke and drink, but you exercise, and as a person who doesn't smoke and drink, but they don't exercise, you will live longer than them. So the key is exercise. And then I told you about the other guy I met on the basketball court one time. He was 61. It's two guys. He was 61. His name Ty. We asked him, like, man, how you got his energy? Because sometimes he would have more energy than us. And when we was in our like 30s.
Right.
And he was like, man, I just do it every day. He said, don't stop.
Right.
Damn. Now, the other guy, his name was Melvin. He was 55 at the time. Had probably like the same amount of energy as us. Ty just had more energy. But Melvin, man, he was still doing his thing. And the same thing. Then the only difference was he didn't do it every day.
Okay.
But he did it more often than we did.
Right.
And he was 55. He probably still doing it. Yeah, so we exercise.
Exercise is a lot. It's key.
You got to keep that body moving, man.
Yeah, you definitely got to. They always say once you sit down, some older people, they sit down. It's over.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people work a long time.
Oh yeah. I don't think we are meant to just be sitting lounging around. Even when you can hear somebody say, "When I get rich, I'm just lay on the beach." No.
Yeah.
No. You gonna have to move your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to be just sitting around decaying.
Right. Rotten.
Right.